Let me give you an example here of something of the sort. Let us say here is not a very good example. Here's something. Here's something. Now we speak of a body. Here we speak of a body, and there is a body, and now there's an invisible thing, somewhat invisible, but nevertheless containing mass and space and energy, electrical potential and so forth, which surrounds this, which you call the mind. And in that mind is recorded every experience the person has ever had. They are recorded continuously and so on. And then within all that, centralized in all that, you have the spirit. And it does not have mass, and it does not have a body, and so on. All it has is a beingness and a sense of identity, the ability to create, the ability to be. And that is the spirit. That is you. You ask somebody, what is a spirit? And the fellow, you might as well ask, how are you? You get the same response. So, but anyway, there is this mind, and then there's a body. So actually a spirit is wearing a mind, and it's wearing a body. And when you audit or process a person, he then is able to confront this mind, which hitherto has been totally invisible to him.
And you're talking here about the unconscious mind.
Well, yes, there's the conscious mind, the unconscious mind. Any kind of mind is simply a composite of mass, which contains experience and pictures of experience and so forth. Traumatic experience, pleasant experience, and so forth. This is a record of his experience. And that is his mind. Man has an automobile accident. He has a picture of an automobile accident. He has all the sensations of having been hurt in the automobile accident. It takes him a long time to recover because he's still wearing the automobile accident. If you said, hey, why don't you take this automobile accident and throw it away? Why, all of a sudden he recovers from the automobile accident, naturally, because the thing that's keeping it impressed upon him and his body is his mind. And so you do work with the mind.
From what I can gather, you do see the spirit as being the most important factor in the overall life of man. But is this the same sort of spirit as a very religious person might see?
Pretty much so. Pretty much so.
Are Scientologists religious people?
Yes, as a matter of fact, the Hubbard Association of Scientologists International is a religious fellowship, and in America particularly, Scientology is used widely in religion. I remember Archbishop Odo Berry here uses Scientology in most of his sermons, he used to, and so on. When you have discovered that man was a spirit, you of course have invaded the field of religion, and you are religious. But remember this, that religion has come uniformly from philosophy. Philosophy is senior to religion.
Do I understand from what you say that you can be not only a Scientologist, but a Roman Catholic and an Anglican as well?
Oh, yes. As a matter of sober fact, we have many, many denominations in Scientology, and it's one of the principles of Scientology that one can be a Scientologist regardless of his race, color, or creed, anywhere in the world.
Then Scientology itself is not exactly a religion.
Scientology could be called, well, you could call it a religion of religions. You will find in actual fact, when you go around and look at the various religious philosophies and so forth, that man has in religion many answers to his future survival. And he has many explanations of existence. Now, when you clarify those, various religions feel that they are expanded or that they are clarified as well. And they are quite keen to find out how this illustrates or illuminates their own religion.
Are you saying then that any specific religion is rather narrow in its outlook?
No, no, no. Any man is entitled to believe what he wishes to believe. I have no quarrel with man's beliefs and so on. But religion has had so many facets that its main point of dispute in life is the fact that so many people in so many different places have so many different views of what life and God are all about. And if Scientology could reconcile these views, it would be doing a great service to man.
Do you think it can, Mr. Hubbard?
I not only think it can, I know that it does. We have, in many instances, been able to bring a great deal of knowledge or relief or light into various situations of a religious nature without, for a moment, disputing the tenets which were held. After all, religion is basically an effort to make man good, an effort to give him a better society, and so forth, and Scientology does all those things, so naturally it aids and abets the effort of any religionist or any minister anywhere to achieve his own purposes.
But doesn't Scientology have any dogma at all? For instance, life after death?
Well, life after death is life after death, and you can't lay down a dogma where you're dealing with fact. And it's very interesting that an individual does survive life after death, but I'm afraid that's too technical and a question to go into in a program of this nature.
Are you saying that Scientology has proved this?
Yes, proven it definitely.
Has it proved anything else in the spiritual field?
Well, yes, it's proved that man is basically capable of spiritual betterment, and this question has been in point for some time and is one of the attack points of psychology. They say that man is the same, he never changes. Of course, the church exists to to spiritually better man, and man can be bettered spiritually.
Do you think that man is basically good?
Man is basically good, yes. His experiences have led him into evil, and he very often solves his problems from his own point of view only. And when he solves a problem from his own point of view, of course, he gets other points of view into trouble. What is good for a duck hunter is not good for the duck.
Do I understand from this, then, that through Scientology processing, you can show man where he's going wrong and help him in this way? In other words, he helps himself. He helps himself. We do not say, you must do this, you must do that, and so forth. We show him only how to confront his existence, how to handle his immediate problems. And as he progresses up the line toward a greater spiritual freedom, he learns that there are wrong ways to go about things and right ways to go about things. And he gradually drops away the shortcuts to fortune, the shortcuts to fulfillment of his desires, and so on, that we normally associate with evil practices. And he becomes an honest man. You said that through Scientology processing, a person was able to look at the problems, to confront the problems that they were facing in their everyday life. Is this some form of hypnotism? Oh, no. That's very funny. Man is asleep. He is hypnotized. He is made to fixate on certain things, you see, and the process that you normally know as brainwashing and that sort of thing is hypnotizing man. It's forcing him into certain values. It's crowding him by various duress into these values. And he eventually becomes a person who has no awareness. Now, in Scientology, reverse the process, and you make him wake up. And he gradually gets more and more alert, and he's more and more wide awake, and his IQ rises higher and higher, and he is more and more capable of knowing what's going on about him. It's quite the reverse. So any ideology that wants to hypnotize man into believing, well, take